Okay, guys. Let me adjust this. I promised y'all DIY. Just did not expect to get it done so late. Give me a minute. Adjusting light. Hold on. Let me get the light right. Okay. As you can see, we're doing a hair stick today. I did this a couple months back. It's got a jewel at the end. It's not all that hard to do. You can do different things. This one I used the black ribbon. This time we're going to be using this ribbon for the project, but we're going to use it as a cap off instead of the actual piece that strings it along. We're going to also be using your standard chopstick. I think you can get this pretty much at any Chinese food restaurant. It's actually really easy to get. Unless you got one of those ones where you have to pop them apart. It's kind of a frustrating thing to me if you have to like pop them apart. We're also using little bits and bobbles that I have here. I've got pieces of like beads and all kinds of other little goodies. Charms. I usually use these for jewelry making. But yeah. I also have this, which I'm using instead of the ribbon this time. It's an elastic band, kind of. It's either this or we're going to use this. This is a coat wire. I'm thinking about doing the coat wire because it's a lot easier to use when you're trying to string along a bead. And then I have quite a few other little goodies here. Different things. For those of you who were looking for the one that I was planning on doing, I have not been able to get the LED lights yet, so that's a big disappointment. So let's see. I got to get the hot glue gun plugged in. Oh, and I did get some hot glue sticks, so that's a big plus. Let me get the hot glue gun plugged in, and we can start on this project. It's gonna be fun. Oh. I have to have a light to plug in my own. Oh, shoot. Crap. Hold on, guys. I just lost a button on my keyboard. Crap. Hold on. Let me reattach my button. Well, I guess there's no button. That's gonna be fun. Yeah. That one just like totally ripped off. Well, crikey. Well, that can go in the drawer. I'll try to fix it another day. Give me a minute, guys. I gotta figure out how to set this up right. Let's see if we can do it another way. Hopefully that holds. Okay, here's this. Here's our thing. Give me a minute. I'm rolling back here because I know I have another glue stick in one of my other boxes back there. Give me a second. I think I already put the glue stick in there. Oh, crikey. Okay, let's see. First off, we have to set up what jewels or beads or whatever else we're using in this project. Some pretty clear ones in this one. All kinds of varieties in this one. I got some bigger ones, but I think we're going to avoid the bigger ones because it kind of looks if you use too large of beads. Could probably cap it off with a piece of ribbon like this, but it's a little wide. I want to go with some color. So let's see. Okay, now we need to choose a charm or whatever's going on there. Like this one that I've already done, it actually had a chain piece that hooked onto this, but I've lost that. I also had a feather I actually just found outside and put on here. I had one today, but I don't want to use that for that project. It's another, that's going to go for another project I'm working on. So we have to decide on a charm. I've got all kinds of little cute different things I could use. A variety of little odds and ends. But you want to go for something that you know is not going to weigh your hair down, your head down too much, because it can give you a headache. Let's see. Little bitty charms and pieces, and I'm looking. I've got a lot of my other charms in the closet on the floor somewhere, but that's like totally mixed up. You might use this one. This one's actually a pretty neat one. It goes well with the purple. But I'll have to try to find a different ring for this. Or maybe just string it on as is. I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably just string it on as is because it's got a small loop. It'll be good that way. So, as we're looking, there's so many varieties of styles. But this one will probably be our best bet because it has the purple to match the headband, the ribbon we will be using for this project. So, first off, we get our length. You always want to go for a good length. You don't want to go for something too long or too short. Glue stick. Place the glue stick in because you also have to test to see if the glue thing is hot enough. So, yeah, see, melted right away. So now time to measure it. Hot! Yikes! Always watch the glue. Oh, I have a tendency of over exalting in the glue. I end up burning myself pretty easily. I think I need to invest in some of those silicone pads everybody's been talking about. So first off, we have to get this tied on here. Tie one more time to make sure it's extra secure, even though the ribbon's going to be going over this, so it should be pretty secure. Please ignore the speech. I have a speech impediment. So first off, we're going to get a small piece of ribbon here. And we're going to get our hot glue gun. Oh, hold on. Apply a dab. Place the ribbon. Oh, that didn't want to work. Use scissors if you don't have silicone pads. Then you don't burn your fingers so easily, as you see me just do. Make sure you get the end here. Get the scissors. You can burn yourself pretty easily. Hot glue gun is hot. Glue stick came out again. Me. Always make sure you get the right size glue stick. No. So, tighten around. Yes, it will come out the end, but you can clean that off with the scissors when you're done. And if you have issues with a particularly tall spot, you can actually use the hot glue gun itself to hold it down. Oh, 1 second. You can use the hot glue gun, hot glue to also smooth it out across, because then you... 1 second. I'm on live vid. Give me a second, guys. There it is. And your cord. So, let's see. Now that we have this, is it cool? It's just a tad bit more glue here so it doesn't... There we go. Now, time to measure the actual length you want your thing to be. Well, you don't have to actually measure, you just have to, I guess, get to a point where you think would be long enough. I'm going with about here, because then I can tie it off in the end. When I get to this piece, place a small dab of glue, which will hold it in place. You'd be good. Okay, so first off, I have this here because it also has edges, so my beads won't roll very far. Get the beads out. Now, see how I have a variety of colors in this bag? It's these bags come in great handy. You can pick them up at like any thrift store, not thrift store. You can actually, I think you could actually pick a few up at a thrift store, but you can pick these up at pretty much Hobby Lobby or whatever for putting, like, if you're selling something. So with my beads, we're gonna go for the clear ones. Mine's gonna be the clear with the purple and all that. So you string your beads. Now, you want to cap off the end. You can use like a little jewel or whatever else you want to use. I'm thinking of going with something a little off the wall-ish. See in a little bit. So you string up your beads, one bead at a time. Okay, there. See, most of my jewelry pieces, things I use to make jewelry or different DIY things, I typically find at the junk stores and things around me. We don't have a large retail place for craft supplies, such as like Hobby Lobby or one of the other places. We do have a fabric store, which comes in handy when looking for fabrics for my doll repaints. But we also have a small section at Walmart for craft wise. I live in small town USA, not big craft area, I guess. But we have people coming in with crafts all the time. I also have some things coming in the mail for crafting. I've got UV resin and a bunch of molds and one colored pigment and some other little odd end pieces I'll show whenever all of it has arrived. I'm planning on making a DIY video for resin jewelry or whatever, which is going to be fun. But yeah. Oh, dropped the bead. I don't think I'm going to need the length this long, but it will be good for. No, I went clear, not blue and white. See, coming along nicely. Oh, can't see what I'm doing. See, it's coming along nicely. Mean for that to be out of video. I'm stringing the beads one bead at a time. And cap it off with a large bead when I'm done or something along the lines. Oh, I forgot I had ones like that. It's a blue and purple. I think that's hard to see. Blue, purple, and clear bead. It actually look pretty cool with this thing is this piece here has got a blue and purple in it. I'm not liking my lighting, so I don't get much luck with that. Oh, and for those of y'all who watched the Nadia West on my channel before, I have another Nadia West package coming. I'm not sure if I'll keep anything from this package. I just might, though. But that's debatable. Not that I didn't like a lot of the pieces in the last one, but I kind of floated in them. Or I would have floated in them. So. I'd love for some viewers Oh, just as a reminder, share at the bottom. Share if you want to show your other friends. If you want to subscribe, press the button in the bottom and press the bell button for notifications. And I think that's the last large clear bead no, I got a couple more. 1, 2. For those of you who've been waiting for an update, I'm sorry that it's coming so late. I really am. Now I'm going to leave this through because that is the last of my large beads. And tie it off. Come back around here. Loop it through again. We'll put a dab of glue, hot glue, and I might just put some Gorilla Glue over it later. You always want to leave a little space at the top when you're doing the thing, because once you get the bead in there, it's gonna, or whatever charm or little doodad at the end of your hair stick, it's gonna push the beads down. See? Okay, so I want to tie it off one more time just to be extra sure it's not going anywhere. Yeah, I'm wearing night owls again. I think that it has become my theme for my thing is owls. I am definitely a huge owl fanatic. So we're gonna put it here. Grab the hot glue gun. It's a small little dollop in the back, so I'll hold it in place. Don't go anywhere. Now to pick the charm, or not the charm, the bead or whatever we will apply to the end. Since the ribbon is blue and we have blue and such on the end of this, I have a few little things I could probably pick from. A drawer over here. That's green. I don't want green. Okay, let's see. Here's a few. Give me a moment. I'm looking through this drawer behind me here. I have a purple one. Oh, I'm looking down. I have more options. This is what we got. We've got 3 beads here. They're actually for like, we got a purplish blue, which I think would look pretty. It's got a sheen to it. And then we've got this blue, which is like a solid. And this purpley marble, like Almost looks like it's a marble design. I'm going to go with the sheen. And now we put a small dollop of hot glue here. Huh? You always want to make sure you don't have too many strings at the end. It gets to being a pain in the butt. You place your marble in place. There you have it, guys. Here's a stick. You can make these for birthday gifts or any such other little thing. It all depends on the occasion. Try to make sure this is stuck right. Now cut this chunk off here. Open the scissors up. See, this actually is really, really good. As far as a simple project to do at home as a simple gift. If I had stain, I'd actually stain this to look better. Right now it's just a plain wood white. And the problem with that is they tend to change on you, as you can see on this one. Love to stain and seal this real well, but it did not work out how I wanted. This is just a simple plain one I threw together one night. So, yeah. But it's just one of those things. So, here's the first one I've done. Here's the second one. It's a little more heavier than using just feathers and beads and things as such. Hold on, let me situate things so you can see these side by side. So, we have our first one, the one I done a couple years ago actually, or a year or so ago. And then we have our second one. They're fun. You can do them cheap, simple, off the wall thing. Gift for family, friend. One of those things. Give a gift to your boss that you created. Just a little something to have fun with and make your own. If you like Chinese food, chopsticks are easy to get. Because you can go into just about any Chinese food restaurant and purchase a meal and you get chopsticks. You don't necessarily have to use the chopsticks, but you can get chopsticks. This actually came from my local Chinese food restaurant. It's actually a really easy, simple, basic thing to use, and it's just a little fun project to do on the side as a gift for, I don't know, anybody in your family, your friends. Well, that is all for tonight, guys. We are going to cut off the video. If you see me after my live vid, give me a comment, shout out. I'll shout out for my once I get to a certain point of subscriptions, I'll start doing a shout out. So this is the project for today. I hope you've liked it, and like the video down below, share, and subscribe, and hope to see y'all again soon. Hopefully I will have my Nadia West in soon so we can do another review video. I'll probably do the same as last time. I'll review an author, and I'll do Nadia West product review. So stay tuned for that one. See y'all soon.